Alas, we return.
Alas.
Back.
Unfortunately, we're here.
Alas and alack.
Help, it's again.
What?
Verily. All right.
This is painful.
Adrian and Parm, you guys in the middle of the city. Adrian, the last thing you did was rent out just a storage space so you could store like a cache of things for when you meet up with the party.
Yeah, we went to like a cheap motel, and I asked if there was a storage locker nearby, and you said sure. So I dumped some stuff off, prepaid for 4 months, and then we cheaped it up at a motel with the 2 goons. 3 goons, sorry, 3 goons.
Yes.
I slept with the goons. We shared a bed.
Oh goodness. This is are you guys just hiding out for the night?
I think so, right? Like we didn't have any other plans,
Yeah.
right?
I think spend the night. I mean, there would be, I think, a small scene, like as things are getting ready. You know, Adrian and Parm and the 3 goons like talk about, you know, somebody needs to like keep a watch out just in case, since we did just, you know, break into the store. We thought we got away in the clear, but we don't want the cops like sneaking up outside in the middle of the night type deal.
Okay. I mean that's definitely easy enough to do.
Yeah, and then I think cracking open a actually he
Open with voice.
stops. I think Adrian looks and stops because as he's talking, he's looking at the wound, and he pulls out like from his bag a patch.
Slap patch?
But no, Adrian doesn't have slap patches. Adrian has the emergency repair patches.
Right.
But now he's questioning, because his hand's human, is that going to work? And he just sits there looking at it for a moment, very obviously holding, like, you know, the equivalent to WD-40 and duct tape versus, like, Band-Aids. Like,
You need some help?
I don't know. Normally, these are mechanical, so the repair patches work. But then again, I generally don't bleed, so I'm not sure what would be the most effective cure.
Well, so this is one of those moment of truth type things, huh? Well, one way to find out.
However, the issue is a waste of resources if used incorrectly.
I mean, worst case scenario, if it works, then that's great. If it doesn't work, then it's not like Parm needed it. Or any other person in our group.
Yeah, doesn't need it now, though. Like, it's the long game, right? When are we gonna... I mean, we can steal more stuff, but the more we steal stuff, the more notorious we get as a gang robbing stuff, the more attention we get, which means the more resources we need to maintain that, the more injuries we might sustain. And also, this is stupid because he asked you to stab him.
It's true.
Adrian. I'm making a little bit of an observation here. You've been through the hellfire of corporate drama, haven't you?
You say that as if I'm past it.
We're talking corporations, massive entities dealing in the moving of at least tens of millions of credits.
I've had single operations that have had higher cost expenditures than tens of millions.
Oh, so then the loss of a little slap patch or mechanical thingamajigger is nothing for you, huh? What is this, 500 credits? He like slaps you lightly on the shoulder and he says, "Snap out of it, chum, just get to it."
Parm,
Adrian?
do you know what those flowers that we put on that grave were for?
I don't think Parm did. He says, no, having a clue. Feeling sentimental. Paying a visit.
That and more. They were a threat, a declaration of war, danger, a further communication. Parm, I declared to the entire company that I was leaving and planned on killing and murdering each and every single one of the top officials for Siegfried. I am still being tasked with jobs as if nothing has happened, but things have. My hand now bleeds because the last update that I was graced with by the new director of the managerial department thought that I was being too robotic and needed to reclaim some of my humanity. Corporation ringer is a succinct way to put it.
Listen. You got some drama. I can respect it. I think we all do. But you know what's different? From before to now? He slaps you on the shoulder again, but it's a little more friendly this time. Instead of like a buck up kind of thing, it's more like a chummy sort of slap, slap, hold, and shake. It's like, you got your old pal Parm here to help you through it. Oh, trust me, buddy, we're gonna kill them all.
That's a start.
There's an interesting ship in the works here.
Now, why don't we see if this thingamajig works on your new physio-biomechaniology?
Do you want to use one of your slap patches, or do you want me to use one of the robotic ones?
Oh, I don't think I have any sort of restorative utility item.
Oh. Yeah, I'll try one of the emergency repair patches then.
It's really strange. There's like there's like this quick soldering like tool. It only has enough battery to do something like very quickly, right? Just either cut into something really fast or repair a seam and weld something together really quick. There's also like several different kinds of gels and pastes that come with this emergency repair patch to apply to whatever you need to in order to make sure that adheres and does what it needs to do. What do you start with? What do you think you want to try and do? With this repair patch.
I think, at least in my head, what I would be doing is very similar to like the old shop guy that cut their finger in the wood shop and fills the wound with like super glue.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian just like fills the hole in his hand with some type of the bonding paste, and then tries to like close up one side of the hand with the micro welder and put the patch on the other side. Maybe the patch on the palm and the micro welder on the back of the hand.
Yeah, you immediately put the paste in, slap on that patch, and then turn your hand around to begin like using this like welding pen really quickly just to cover up and put together that cut that came into your hand. As you're welding in, the gel that you should, the gel that you put in there first, like begins to shimmer, and it almost turns red itself, as red as blood would. There is this really strange, like almost like looking at okay, it's almost as if there are like pockets of metallic liquid that come back up from within this like blood red liquid that you're like welding into your hand. And as that comes back up, it swirls and then mixes in with the red again, and then another bubble of this like metallic colored gel like swirls back up to the surface. It's very strange. You've never seen that before. I will allow you to make a single check of a sort. What do you want to... Do you even want to observe this? Is a question, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's looking at it. He's definitely curious about it. I've got no clue what type of check to make, though. I mean, Adrian is not a mechanic. He goes out there and gets all beat up and dinged up, and then they just ship him back to wherever and put him back together again, right? Like,
sure. Then let's just make this super general. This is going to be a knowledge science.
Can I just make a quick comment?
Yeah.
Adrian, what the hell?
Okay, please.
Yeah, it's not behaving like flesh, but it's also not behaving like a machine. Something very strange is going on. And if this was flesh, this like pen welder should be searing the back of your hand, because it's very hot and it doesn't feel all that hot.
You don't generally like weld people's skin back together. That's kind of...
Yeah, I mean that's called cauterizing, but
Yeah,
that's a different. That's different.
Flesh welding.
Yes. Even taking the amount of time that you did here, I think the curiosity of what is happening to you is why you take a strain here. You don't really figure out what's going on with your hand, but what you do get is a recovery of 5 wounds, like you normally would.
yeah. Like Adrian's just got too much shit on his brain right now. He's trying to deal with that. This is not something he can handle.
Excuse me.
So if we rest for the night, then we'd be on the same day as the other three, right?
No, this is you guys are currently on the same night right now.
Gotcha. So them leaving and us shacking up is the same night. Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I was getting a lozenge. Anything else that you guys want to do before you guys hidey hole in the Motel 9? No. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will also ask the other side. Anything that you guys want to do real quick before the night passes?
We're just searching for them.
Right.
I think.
But we're in the car though, no?
Yep.
Would I be able to jack in at like a 24-hour like cyber cafe?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want an STD.
I think I'd request to stop at a cyber cafe.
You make it there, and there's just a bunch of hipsters outside, all grabbing their late night, midnight coffee.
Ooh, I'm gonna grab one too.
Are you coming outside of the car?
Is anyone gonna stop me? That's
You're
a
gonna
real
get
question.
The gang isn't gonna stop you.
Well, I mean, blending in is fine, but like, you're not wearing white, right? Did you
Yeah, what
part
are you
your hair
current-
weird?
What are you currently wearing? What color is your hair?
I
are
mean,
you
my
doing
hair is
anything,
white, but
Are
I
you
feel
doing
like.
anything to obscure your face?
Well, I asked for sunglasses. I don't think they gave me that. And I think he gave me like just black clothing. Because what else would he give me?
He gave you street clothing. It was nondescript. You could choose whatever you want.
Yeah, you just look like a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baggy pants, baggy shirt.
Yep.
Hoodie on. All black, of course, and hopefully I have some sunglasses on.
To wear
Yeah.
at night.
So yes.
That's a nice touch, though.
Wait, do I have any money though? That is the question.
That's not something I can answer.
Yeah, I don't think we have any money. So wait, never mind. Maybe you know what? I'm gonna go ask for a cup of water and sit there so I can feel like I'm part of.
Quincy, if you wait in the car, I will buy you a coffee.
Oh, you shouldn't have. I'll wait in here.
What do you want? And if you say
Um,
something like that takes more than 2 sentences to order, you can forget it.
I was about to say I was waiting for the Starbucks triple cap upside down. You know.
Dorian looks deflated.
You read me so well. I'll get it. Doppio iced espresso. That's it. That's all I want.
Can I have that too?
Sure.
Get your own fucking
Thanks.
drink.
What the fuck?
Um,
I'm not asking for yours. I'm asking one of the same of yours.
I know. You're copying me.
I'm not copying you. I'm just trying to be easy.
You get another drink. We can share the drink. We have 2 drinks.
Oh shit, you're right. Actually, can I have like maybe like a caramel latte instead? That sounds nice with whipped cream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Extra whipped cream.
Yes, and like extra drizzle too.
Yeah, I haven't had sugar in a while.
Like maybe if they have chocolate, like a little chocolate drizzle.
Drip
You don't
coffee
want-
times 2. Got it.
Oh, fuck. You just had to fucking ruin it, Dorian. You just had to
I
fucking ruin
tried. I tried.
it. Get out the car.
No,
you go
no.
with her.
No, Fidget will get you your coffees. She's gonna have to buy something anyway. So hood up and hair obscuring her face as much as possible should go in.
Okay, I need you to make a stealth check.
Oh joy. Damn it, why can I never find anything when I want it? Okay.
Thunder
stealth.
General.
Nice.
You garner enough attention because you pulled up to a coffee shop in a limousine. More than that, you can tell like people don't really specifically recognize you. They're just kind of the center of attention because you pulled up in a limo. More than that, people don't really approach you. They don't really come up to you and do anything. But you can tell like people are just kind of like ambiently in notice of you, ambiently talking about you because you must be rich or something. This must be a good shot because rich people started coming here. Like you're just hearing ambient conversation happening. You're getting the coffees. Are you getting a coffee as well?
No.
Okay. Great. So, what was it? The doppio and then the caramel latte with like 3 different drizzles?
Yeah. And whipped cream.
Chocolate caramel, so it'd be a turtle.
Yeah.
Okay. It's $13.
13 credits?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cheap as hell.
Yeah, it is. That's not a problem.
I mean, I'm trying
and then,
trying to emulate real life, right?
Then she'll pay for an hour, I guess.
Of
Net time.
Oh, you've got like a free Wi-Fi here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then, she'll find like a back corner as shady as possible. Like she'll walk out and she'll hand over the coffees. I guess. How far is the Wi-Fi reach? Like, is it something where once I'm outside it's dead, or is it a thing where if they're parked outside I can still hack into their Wi-Fi?
You could still connect to it, but it's definitely faster inside.
Okay, then she'll.
Yeah, it's the proximity thing.
She'll stay. She'll go back inside then and make herself comfy with her rig.
Okay. Need you to make another stealth check.
Ooh.
This one is 2 difficulty.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well,
Had to get you guys fucking coffee.
It's not the coffee's fault. You are beginning to gain notoriety here because having a portable rig is a sure sign of a runner. So while people still aren't approaching you, they're definitely very cautious of what you're doing right now.
Okay.
Can we see from the car like what Fidget's doing? Like, is it like clear windows to the coffee shop?
I mean, you could probably see her, but you're not going to be able to see what she's looking at on her computer.
But do we notice the crowd like watching her? Can I
That's a
roll for
bit difficult. Yeah, let's see what you can roll for this.
okay.
'Cause I'm gonna be bored. I'm gonna be watching her. I'm like, what's taking so long? And I'm gonna feel.
I mean, she's gonna be. She probably told you she's gonna be taking a while. There's gonna be 3 difficulty streetwise. I want to say.
Streetwise. Ooh,
Streetwise.
can I roll 2?
Can I roll 2? Didn't answer rolls anyway.
I did it anyway. I'm sorry. I wanted to click the button so bad.
Wait, if I got a
so
0, I got a blank.
Yeah, you
does that
didn't
mean
get shit.
Wait.
Yeah, you don't really understand what the crowd is feeling about Fidget specifically. Dorian, you can definitely see the air has gotten tense. The workers are kind of like keeping a watch on her. They just don't want any like, net running shenanigans to kind of happen, and that is more prone to happening if someone pulls out a portable rig. So everyone's just kind of like, when and where and what hack is about to happen right now. They're just kind of watching Fidget.
Fidget is basically gonna go through the motions of like news reports and just doing like keyword searches and even checking police reports Nothing perceivably illegal. She's just looking for things
yeah.
that are out of the ordinary.
Of course. This is going to be a 2 difficulty check. In order to find exact information about the party having looted that gun shop, you will need 3 successes.
Oof.
Okay?
What's the check?
This is going to be a You're just doing searching. I'll say you can use either knowledge of society or knowledge of the net.
I'll use net. And what's it? It's 3?
You need 3 successes in order to exactly find it. Okay.
Aw.
Dang, that lozenge didn't help. Okay.
Mm.
Gonna say, can I use 2 story points to get the other 2 successes?
You've already rolled.
Yeah.
You've already rolled. You begin like searching a bunch of this stuff. There was this really strange sighting of a harlequin man and a stalwart man coming up to a police investigation unprompted. After the police reviewed the footage, they determined that these 2 were not a part of the investigation after they had clearly left hours later. The 2 kind of fit the description of Parm and Adrian, but that was where you guys also were attacked. They could be anywhere after that.
Okay. Without specifically, narrowing on them, crime in the last, 12 hours. Are there any specific reports? I know you say, people get shot all the time, but...
This was part of your check. You were already
Okay.
searching for any kind of news and just doing general checks. So this is part of your check.
Okay. Can I try and hack into CCTV around the area we were attacked?
Yeah, are you I want to make sure that you're asking, you want to hack into the footage data, right? Not the
Yeah.
current feed.
Not the current, the footage, the history, whatever.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure because both
There would be a
access
difference,
points.
yeah.
Both access points. You definitely can, but you will be starting illicit activities. Are you sure? Hacking is legal, technically.
You know, I'm gonna go for it.
Are coffees on your table?
Can you bring
I
the
really
coffee
hope
back,
they are.
please?
I really hope that they're all on the table and you've zoned into what you're doing.
No, I brought the coffees out to you guys. That's why I had to do a second
Damn it.
stealth check.
Oh, I missed that.
No, the second stealth check was when you busted out your portable rig.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah,
that's what I
was
thought.
the rig.
Okay. I will need you to make a computer's hacking check. This is the same difficulty. You're going to have a boost to this because you've already searched for some preliminary information.
Okay. That tracks.
Yeah, you find information about where they were going. You're looking down street cameras on what happened. Eventually they make it to a diner. and then like you're fast forwarding through the feed through all of this, and they begin following this group of gang members like down weird alleys, and you lose them when they're cutting through the short streetways.
Okay. Are there coordinates on the footage?
Yeah, I guess there would be. Yeah.
Okay. She will write down their last known location and time, and she will pack up and head out.
Okay. When you open the door to leave, you can hear like an audible sigh of relief from behind you as the door gently closes and the little bell dingles as you're leaving. You get back into the car and inform the last known location, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Finally,
going-
you brought our drinks back.
What are you talking about? You've had your drinks.
No, I thought she made a check on the.
You had.
Oh,
She bought them,
I
gave
brought
them to
you
you,
the
went back in, and then started using her computer.
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Too much drinks.
You guys are darting off towards downtown at this point. The neighborhood is not that great. There are a lot of people out on the streets, a lot of just like people riding bicycles with like a bat in one hand, just cycling down roads. It's not a good neighborhood to be in, especially late at night.
Ooh. I'm too pretty for these streets.
What?
Sure.
What?
Save me. They'll beat me up and take my shoes.
Yeah, your shoes are.
They're really nice. They have cheetah print.
Oh, not cheetah.
Yeah, you're driving down just like Broadway and no sign of them.
I don't exactly want to ask the locals.
You probably shouldn't ask the locals.
Yeah. Ugh.
Hmm. So we lost them down an alleyway. Somewhere in the general vicinity.
We could maybe kind of drive around the area and see if we spot anything off. Like past the point where they disappeared at, like, kind of up and down the streets.
We could start looking at hotels and motels. Probably like low to mid price point, and see if we can find someone who's seen a clown.
Yeah, they would look. They would get like the shittier one. I would say.
Adrian might have money. That makes sense. Because he wasn't locked. Wait, no, he was locked away.
Wait, let's think like Adrian.
We don't know that he mugged someone to death yet. So
Yeah, I forgot that he. Like, I knew he was like working with some people to like help. I don't know. It's the whole thing.
You know that Adrian works for Siegfried. Everyone said that he was in charge for
Yeah.
the entire like rescue operation.
Yeah, that's why I think that like he probably is still legally capable of having money somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, like they could have. Yeah, they could have gotten close. They could have gone to a motel, anything.
I think Fidget would ask the driver to do a sweep of all the low to medium range kind of motels in the area.
Yeah. That's gonna be gonna take a while.
What time is it?
Doesn't matter. We're going through the night.
I don't know. I'm just curious. Like, what time?
You can sleep in the limo.
We left at sunset, so I
I want to
imagine.
know, like, if people are on the street, like.
Oh yeah, they're all over the street and sidewalk. This is gonna be a 4 difficulty perception. Each of you can make this.
Ooh, yay!
Hey Zola,
Yeah.
could I spend a story point to reduce their difficulty by saying that I gave some kid 50 credits to take a spray paint can and tag the hotel sign with the paper Parm mask face?
The hotel sign?
Yeah. When people graffiti on billboards or something, or something nearby the hotel, but large enough that there would be a Parm paper mask face
What
somewhere.
about on the hotel's fencing or whatever? I don't know if it would have decorative brick fencing or some shit. Ugh.
Well, the roll was rolled, so not anymore.
All right.
Could I use a story point to succeed?
Sorry, my finger slipped there. But whatever. It's all good. Threat.
If not, could I use one to upgrade my thing?
I'm sorry. What are we rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh.
Perception.
Very interesting.
Perception.
What a hell of a roll.
You guys are welcome. I'm having a great fucking day.
Dorian no longer caring about the story point.
Well, I never got an answer, so I assumed it was a no. That's what happens, baby.
Yeah. All of those threats, I'm just gonna have you guys take those as strain. You guys are in a dangerous neighborhood. Biker gangs are batting their bats against your doors and windows, trying to, see if the window will crack or the door will scuff. Anything to get your attention, anything to see if they can get some money out of wherever you're going. And there's a lot of them. The situation's tense, hard to see anything out because they're constantly obscuring the windows. But you finally make it out to maybe a different block or a different neighborhood where it's not their territory. Finally coming down. Quincy, you were going down this thought. We have to think like Adrian in order to find Adrian. Even trying to hide and be as inconspicuous as possible, an Adrian move would definitely be to have someone outside the door guarding it, keeping vantage, or keeping an eye on the place all night. Maybe taking shifts. You spot a guy down at one of the cheap motels. There's just a guy standing outside the door, not smoking anything, just watching.
I guess I was thinking, hey, maybe we should check that out. Why is he up late at night, not doing nothing?
With this random guy just minding his business outside this motel or whatever this is.
Yeah,
It's you want us to just bother this random gentleman?
if we're thinking Adrian, he would have someone on watch, right?
I guess so.
I mean, it's our first checkpoint. We check.
I mean,
whatever.
be my
Why not?
guest. Go say hi.
Mm.
He looks like he'd beat you up if you said anything offensive.
Yeah,
so.
I said I can't go outside, so I think you should.
Oh.
You guys
I
pull up
don't.
into the parking lot, and the limo stops. The guy's definitely eyeing the limo as you guys are conversing on the inside. You can clearly see he has 4 pistols on each side of him.
Oh my god, why does he have so many guns? Do you see that? How many arms does this man have?
A normal
Seeing
amount
you guys
of
like
arms.
bickering
This
about
is horrifying.
seeing you guys bickering about who's gonna go out, she just shakes her head and gets out of the car.
Thank God, I was hoping she would do that. She's smarter than me. I'll follow you though.
She puts her hands up, like clearly unarmed. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
Have you seen a man in a clown mask?
Yeah?
We're friends. Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, they went down the road.
Where down the road? Do you know where they're staying?
It's down the road. Just pointing straight, like, in the direction.
I'm gonna come out the car.
Oh, nice of you to join us, Quincy.
Do you know them personally?
No.
No.
Can I like? What can I do here?
Parm and Adrian, do you guys have any ranks in vigilance?
No.
I just.
Yeah, you're not Parm or Adrian.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know.
Vigilance, no. And perception, you said?
Nope, just vigilance.
Vigilance, no, nothing.
Womp womp.
Adrian?
Look, we're not cops.
Can I walk up? I'm walking to like. Look, I feel like they're hiding something. Come on. Where they really go? How much
What
you
the-
paying?
What the fuck is your problem? Just told you they went down this road.
Oh, you know where they were headed?
But you're being very
Oh.
vague.
Oh, okay.
That's not my problem,
I
is
don't
it?
know, guys.
Look, we're just trying to find our friends.
All right, good luck.
All right.
Thanks. This road you said? No point.
It's just a big road on the side of the street.
Thanks. I'll go back and tell Mallory.
Want a cup of coffee?
No. Fidget's gonna go into the front office of the motel.
Yeah, there's a guy that's just like watching TV. He sees you come in, doesn't move. Can I help you?
I'm looking for some friends. One was wearing a clown mask. The other's like kind of not a script, but well dressed, and looks like he could probably murder a man. I don't know if that's a descriptive thing that narrows things down for you. Are they staying here?
Can't divulge any of that information, ma'am.
I think that means yes.
She how would someone like slip money? Is it just like?
You just
Don't
like
touch tips.
pull a USB from your wrist, and then you just flick him a credit chip.
Okay. She flicks him 50 credits. You sure?
He looks at the door, just side-eyeing it real quick. And then he turns around. You can tell he's like swiveling in his chair at just the perfect angle where the camera can't make out his mouth. And then he mutters under his breath just enough that you can hear. He's in room 6.
Thank
He
you.
turns back around. Room 6 is the door that the man is guarding.
Can't believe I'm gonna do this, but Fidget's gonna just go like as close as she can to that room and just yell out, "Yo, Adrian!"
You guys can definitely hear that.
Oh, did you hear that?
I think the window
To the wall?
curtains move, and there's just Adrian with the rifle pointing out, like, through the window at whatever is outside, because he recognizes the voice, but last he saw you guys was a while ago, and this does not seem like an interesting situation.
Parm is in the bed behind him, in bed with some of the street gang members, waving enthusiastically.
Dorian lets out a scream at the glint of the gun. And, like, it's a really high-pitched squeal. Very notable, I guess.
Yeah. The guy with 8 guns pulls 2 of them and says, "Hey, what the fuck is going on? What are you doing?" Starts pointing them at
Another
you.
scream.
Adrian opens the door, and I'll just pat the guy on the back.
Well, you know these guys?
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
These 3, yes. The limo, no. Are the bomb colors visible?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The gun still stays up, not pointed directly at the people, but kind of nearby. Like
Ready.
there's a limo, and you guys are wearing some piece of technology. That's suspicious as all hell.
Adrian, I need you to chill. It's okay.
You're still living, so that's pretty
yeah.
chill.
Well, guns down.
You look good.
No,
Well,
the guns won't. This is the same rifle I've had since you've known me, Dorian.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make conversation.
How about we start with what you're wearing and who the friends in the limousine behind you are? That's an armored limousine.
Look, they're. Did you cut off a whole bunch of Yakuza pinkies?
Wait, you would have
and
seen
send
that,
them
I
to
think.
Greg?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's what this whole collar situation is about.
And how did the Yakuza capture you, or how did you get in bed with them?
You didn't get in bed with nobody, but they saved your lives.
Look, we were attacked, and my
Almost
husband
ran over.
got us out of there
Wait.
and got us to a safe house with someone he trusted.
Mm-hmm.
Just happens to be Yakuza owned.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were safe
Yep.
until Greg showed up with a box of pinkies.
Mm-hmm.
And what clan of Yakuza is it?
Oh, what is it? I would know too. I have so many notes.
Look, I'm sure he can explain everything, but in order to get these collars off, we need you and Parm to come with us.
He's actually a really nice guy. Very understanding.
Are we gonna get collars?
No, I don't think so. It's just for us to come back.
At the moment, he's trying to figure out who to trust. Us or Greg,
Or his nephew.
Oh,
who happens to be his nephew.
And it sounds like he, is kind of neutral upon it. That's why he's doing this. There's no bias involved.
Yeah, he even put one on Mallory and made her drive us here.
Oh yeah, Mallory's the driver.
So Mallory is in the car.
With the
Yeah.
collar on, and she didn't say one word to us.
Yeah, not even an apology. Like, I don't know. I might have a broken arm. I can't be sure.
Please, Adrian.
Did your benefactor give you a method of communication? I am not about to get into an unknown vehicle with at least one known enemy and possibly others. And you just told me that you were all wearing bomb collars.
Well, I think Fidget got a card with a number on it, right?
Yeah, I did. How late is it now?
It's probably like 3 a.m.
I don't know if he'd be up, but we
Call
can
him.
call him. Okay. She pulls out her burner phone and dials Shuhei's number.
It rings several times, and on like the 8th ring, it picks up.
I'm sorry, sir. We found Adrian and Parm. Adrian would like to speak with you.
Very well.
She hands Adrian the phone.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
You
I
are
have
the-
3 companions here that are fitted with bomb collars, an enemy that is fitted with a bomb collar, and an armored limousine possibly filled with goons that I am being asked to step into to meet an unknown individual who supposedly has a problem with me because his nephew, in attempting to kill me and my friends and failing, was sent a message. Pardon my hesitation for getting into a vehicle so readily.
Your caution is well deserved. Granted, I do not know any of this information. This attack is news to me. I'm trying to figure out if I need to tie up some loose ends or make one.
May I ask what family you belong to? What clan?
Let's see. I have my own family. Watanabe. You speak as if you know our laws.
Some. I am sure that you're aware of Fukioka Shimizu.
How did you come by that name?
As one comes by most names, talking to people. That one, in particular, was family to a very, very dear friend of mine. Your nephew, Greg Yamamoto, as I was introduced to him, of the Nakano Kai, did not appreciate that I knew that name, and was rather aggressive in prison, threatening me. He gave his word that once we escaped the prison, there would be no further contact. A group of my companions was attempted to be murdered by Mallory and other Yakuza members. To my information, they were kidnapped and taken away. I have since found out that Fidget's contact Grizz secreted them away into your care. Thank you for keeping them safe.
That is... I suppose I will take the appreciation. It was a favor. Regardless, the person in the limo is currently under my direction, not Greg's. If you do not feel safe, I understand. However, in that case, I will have to clean up loose ends, as I'm sure you understand. I would much prefer to come to a resolution. Your side of the story is true, then you have nothing to fear.
I'm not afraid, but you must understand, if he's your nephew, I worry that perhaps You share family traits, and I do not trust Greg's word. So I would need some measure of good faith from you. Other than, I guess, not exploding the 3 companions' heads while I'm in the car on the way back to visit you.
And you have something in mind, I imagine.
I'm open to suggestions.
I want to disable one of them, preferably mine. Adrian, did you hear me? I said, tell him to
I'm on the phone, Dorian.
I know.
Acts of goodwill are certainly something that I am not prone to making.
The gentleman that I mentioned.
You've mentioned several. Are you in reference to my nephew or another?
I don't care about your nephew. The one that you were curious about. Shimizu. How
Nothing.
do you feel about Shimizu? What is your opinion? How does your clan stand with theirs? Independently? Or the Yamamotos and Nakano Kai?
Huh. I'm going to spend a story point here.
Hmm.
The answer is going to be obscured from the rest of the party.
Hey, guess what? Fuck you.
And Adrian, what I'll just say above board is that they are, at least to their word on this answer, sounding like they're more amicable towards you.
Okay. Very well then. Let's hope you can keep your word better than Greg. We'll be there. However fast the driver drives. We're bringing 3 extras. They will be armed, as will we.
We just have friends now.
I would be surprised if they were not.
I'll hand the burner back to Fidget.
He tucks it away.
Do you think he heard me? Do you think he'll do it?
Would you like your presents now or later?
Are they pinkies? Because I don't want
Yeah,
it.
that was a strange present earlier today.
I did not
Dorian,
give them to
you hear your collar beep a couple times, and then the
Yeah.
RGB function starts turning on again.
God damn it. Well, at least it doesn't hurt. It just gets a little warm. Just sweat a little bit from the heat.
The pinkies were not a gift to you.
Yeah, I
I
They
just
were
kinda
not a
figured
gift
that.
to Greg. They were a message.
Never mind.
I think the message was received. And then some.
I'm glad. Shuhei seems to be a person of his word. Gifts, now or later.
I don't know.
Now,
This
Are they big?
I like
are
this.
they big?
One is.
I'll go to the storage locker. I'm assuming it's like a 24-hour access. You got like a little punch code or something.
Yeah.
And pass out the coveralls and the light pistols and the MREs to the 3 friends.
Happy birthday!
Oh,
So,
Dorian handles the gun like it's gonna like I don't know, explode.
And there's
Everyone
also
gains-
3 burner pads.
Yeah, everyone
now has
gains
2
a
burner
light
pads.
pistol, right? Light pistol
Yep.
and
Light pistol, coverall, burner pad, and just like MREs or, rations. But there is an LMG in there also, and, ammo for it all. And Adrian just
What's an
motions to
LMG?
a light machine gun.
That
Like a
can go in
50
the trunk
caliber
for now.
Browning-ish, like
Got it.
big.
it's the thing
big-
that Rambo
big-
uses.
Yes.
I'm not good with guns. I'm sorry.
No, I'm the
okay.
same. I'm
Fidget doesn't like the idea of killing people, but she'll aim for kneecaps.
like
God's a little fuzzy on the subject of kneecapping.
Yes.
Hey Quincy, do you want this? I'll just give him my gun.
Sure, buddy.
I
Do
don't.
we add this to our inventory, or
I don't want another felony charge. I don't
If
have a
you-
license.
If you want me to do it for you at the end, then I'll. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck up. Please, thank you.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
let me
and
know at the end of session.
Thank you.
Adrian will tote the LMG. Sure, why not?
Okay.
And I'll
Definitely
just
not
knock
putting that
on
in
the
the backpack.
driver's. No, yeah, that's not fitting in the backpack. But I'll like knock on the driver's door for Mallory to like roll down the window.
She doesn't.
And you pop the trunk.
You hear it open.
I put the LMG in the trunk.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Adrian will hold open the door and motion everyone to get in.
Thanks.
The previous leader of the gang members, Two Guns is what I'm gonna call him from now on. Two Guns is just like sitting awkwardly in the middle seat.
Mhm.
What about 4 guns? Where's 4 guns?
Oh, Two Guns is 8 guns. just calling him Two Guns.
I love it.
I don't remember what name I gave him.
Oh.
Gerald.
But I don't even know if we gave them names. They just were goons. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's what I
Adrian
was thinking.
cared enough to ask them either.
Jeff.
I'm gonna
Jeff.
give him names. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, I figured Parm would take care of that part of it.
Two
You're the
Guns.
personable side of,
Already got something cooking.
Okay.
Yeah. Adrian's gonna sit across from the party. Like he'll sit with the 3 goons and just kind of look towards Dorian, Quincy, and Fidget. Like opposite, couch seat or whatever from them.
So how you
guys-
been? Huh?
Did you want to have a conversation?
I will
I'm
let
good
them
with
know.
awkward silence.
Totally can either way.
I'll let them know. If you didn't know, Fidget, she grappled me, guys, and held me down. It was not fun.
Are you really tattletailing right now because you
Yes,
had
I am, because I'm
And
proud of her.
why
a
did
crime
she
or
grapple you?
I wanted to hear. Not Richard. Goddamn, what's the nephew's name?
Greg?
Greg.
we got to hear
Greg.
Greg throw a hissy fit, or I did at least. Sounds like Quincy didn't.
We found out Greg was in the shop that we were hiding in, and I wanted to just, listen in on the conversation, see what he's doing there. And she got me in a headlock and did not allow me to move.
You
Indeed.
failed to inform him that Shuhei asked us not to move.
In the safe house where you were hiding after an attempted murder by the very individual that you hear talking outside of your door, your first instinct is to eavesdrop and blow your cover.
I'm let's try to find Richard. Yeah.
Your
You put it
man's so
that way.
eager.
When you put it
Yeah.
that way, it sounds kind of bad. But
Mhm.
we were behind like closed doors. You wouldn't have saw. I wanted to put my ear next.
You could have tripped.
Wall.
Anything could have happened.
You.
What if he fell through? I don't know.
Hey, it happened. Moving forward.
Let's
Just want to let
just
you guys know. Don't mess with
If you're
Fizzy.
the
She'll push your
curious,
headlock.
if you're the curious sort, perhaps you should get some money and invest in a directional parabolic mic.
You know, I would. It's just cut off my funds right now.
Oh gee, that must suck.
It's
We
not
can
bad.
handle the issues of money for reasonable items.
Yeah, but that's all I have to say. Yeah, that's it. And oh, if you guys didn't know, when I step out in the street, they know, and it's hard for me to go out in these streets. This is why I look like this right now, incognito.
You changed your clothes. That is incognito. You still have the same hair and the same face.
Hey, I have sunglasses on. I think I'm pretty.
Quincy, I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, okay.
We can deal with that later. Dorian, do you have any
Uh,
news? Did Fidget also assault you so viciously?
No, Fidget left me alone. I was just kind of hanging out in my room, though. I think I have a job, so that's nice. Except I don't know if I can leave this job. I'm just
yeah,
kind of confused about the whole setup.
Shuhei is part of the family that you were indebted to.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm indebted to them.
Insight check.
What?
Insight check.
Do what? I don't think there's, yeah.
No,
It
I
would
don't
be,
think Adrian believes you.
if you are lying, it would be your deception, with them using their perception.
Your move, Yugi boy. I see.
We just squint at each other for a moment.
Yeah, I'm
Basically,
just
yeah.
sweating profusely.
Glad you're still breathing. Hopefully your job does not interrupt your more important work that we have to do.
Yeah, about that. What's our important work?
Surviving and clearing your name.
Oh, yeah, no, that's... I wouldn't have considered that. I mean, it would have
I'm
been
gonna
played,
kill a
but-
whole bunch of people in a mega corporation.
Oh, no, what?
That is well. That is
Oh,
mine.
no, I don't think I can do that.
And Fidget, did you assault other people other than Quincy while you're in there? Did somebody assault you?
No.
Accept any jobs?
I offered my assistance. I offered to clear any debt my family might have to Shuhei and his. All I know is my husband trusts Shuhei, and I'm trying to do the same.
So
to
trust.
Protect ourselves and to protect him and his interests. By the sounds of it, he's been working with Shuhei for a very long time.
Secret lovers.
Considering when I know of Shuhei, that would make sense.
Do you recognize the name? I was kind of under the impression that Shuhei was just a title or moniker given to multiple people.
Possibly. I know nothing about him. I've never met Shuhei. More than likely, maybe I did in the past. But he recognizes a name that is not
very familiar in current days. So, we shall see.
Seems to know his shit, so hopefully we can all get out of this with our heads attached.
Yeah, you think maybe, like, now that we succeeded, he'll have, like, a change of heart and maybe, like, take him off.
Ideally. But I have a
Cool.
feeling he's gonna want to talk to Adrian and Parm before these things come out.
More
Soon.
than
Fidget would probably, like, yawn and just kind of sink into her seat a little bit. They have been up all night.
Yeah. I've got, like, sleepy jitters because I'm still sipping on, like, the last remnants of my coffee. I'm exhausted, but I just had coffee, so I'm like,
Whoops. As you guys clear the last few minutes of this drive back to this plant shop, the limo pulls into the back garage. The door comes down, and then excuse me. And then Mallory gets out of the driver's seat and walks into the back room. Still doesn't say a word to you.
he seems bitter.
Adrian's gonna turn to the three goons.
There are going to be a lot of people here. People that are going to be in the Yakuza, very high ranking and very heavily armed. We are walking into the Viper's Nest. If you make a wrong move, you die. If you don't listen to my instructions, you die. If you displease me, you die. Questions?
Nope, you got it, Vice Boss.
Adrian opens the door.
Why are you so scary, bro? Like, whew. I'ma leave.
I whisper to Adrian, "Hey, he called you Vice Boss. Who's the top chief?"
Me.
Adrian just glances over to Parm. Like, you know who the boss is. Because in their opinion, Adrian, wasn't relaxing as much as you. Adrian was more on guard, so it probably looks like Adrian is your enforcer.
It's
Very
they either
true.
think I'm the boss or they think it's Two Guns still.
I think that was Two Guns speaking to me. Two Guns called me Vice Boss.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Parm's gonna pretend like he knows what you're talking about and be like, "Huh, yeah." And then when he's all alone, he's gonna look towards the camera and be like, "No, really though."
Very
I don't-
Animaniacs coded.
Adrian will, take the LMG out of the trunk. And he's going to carry it along with the rifle. The rifle obviously hanging from the sling in a ready but not up position. The LMG just over his shoulder. So it's like, look, I've got guns, but I'm not walking in trying to wield them. I just brought them with me because I'm not leaving them somewhere else. And very similarly, that was told to the goons. They can have their guns on them. And I'm sure that 8 Guns has all of his guns and looks like an absolute dunce with them all. But,
So many.
They're not in your hands. Do not have them at the ready, but do not touch them unless you mean to kill someone. And you don't kill someone until I give you the order.
Just while we're in the garage, can Fidget take a look around and see what else is parked in there?
There is a blacked out vehicle with a bunch of bullet holes on one side, and then there is the red motorbike that was propped up against the side wall. That's kind of been there since the beginning. That's it.
Is it a good-looking red motorbike?
No. Are you trying to steal this bike?
They're gonna steal it. Might ask for it. She just makes a mental note that it's there.
Man, y'all are trying your luck with these bombs around your neck.
That's why I'm not trying to steal anything, especially not at the moment.
Oh man. Okay. So are we able to head back in?
Yeah, wanted to make sure you guys are all. You guys are good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. As you all head inside, the three of you who were here before recognize like a slight shifting of everything. Most everything has been like moved to the sides, and there is like almost a procession of people lined up against all of the walls as you're walking in. There are dozens of people like in like back to back formation against the walls and everything. Everyone's like looking in but not moving in any aggressive manner. You can see in the middle of this room there are square cushions on the floor, some lanterns that are burning onto the sides, and an incense burner on a small table in front of the person who is seated at the head of this procession, which is currently Shuhei. On the self-same table with the incense, you see a phone that looks like it's blacked out right now, but it's set on top of the table. And to his left hand side, you see Greg seated on a cushion. He looks towards you, and you can audibly hear him say, "You put the collars on them already. Just finish this. What are you doing?" And he immediately like backhands Greg, and then just
Wow.
brings himself back into a calm position. Greg glares at you guys but doesn't say another word.
Adrian will take his seat on the floor, cross-legged on the cushion, across from who he's assuming is Shuhei, considering he just bitch-slapped Greg.
I'll sit anywhere.
Parm will start admiring all the things on the walls and on display.
I sit so as well.
Fidget will take one of the floor cushions.
You've told me much of your story over the phone, but as we are now in the official proceeding, could you please recount your side of the story, Mr. Adrian Smith?
Greg Yamamoto was imprisoned inside of a Siegfried Corporation-sponsored facility. Greg had a plan to escape. However, I seemed useful to Greg and therefore was enlisted. I did so under the condition that Fidget was allowed to come with me and escape as well.
He puts a hand up as if to pause you for a moment and looks towards Greg. Do you confirm what he is saying? Greg nods. Please continue.
Due to a miscommunication on the level of secrecy, while Greg said tell no one, and I did not tell anyone, the other three overheard and saw what I and Fidget were up to as we were suddenly conferring with Greg and Mallory, who were our respective cellmates. This upset Greg, and he believed that I was not keeping my word.
Adrian pauses and looks to Greg and Shuhei, waiting for the whole, like, do you confirm thing to happen again?
This time Greg shakes his head.
He shakes his head no.
Yeah. He may not have spoken the words directly, but the information was said. And Shuhei gestures to you. Continue.
Greg, being incensed by this, decided to become more aggressive in our dealings. There is a direct quote from him that I was referencing on the message that I had sent. Now, I was not told what clan or that they had even attacked my companions. But I am not someone that believes in coincidences. And when I hear of a Yakuza hit with a car in the vicinity of where the last known location of people that I am attempting to keep safe was, I can put two and two together. Now, I sent a message that was clear. Greg can stop the escalation, or I will stop him. And that is his choice to make. As he said he wanted no interaction after the prison. And I agreed to that.
He looks over towards Greg. And Greg picks up there and says, "Mostly true. He lies about not telling his friends. The rest I could say, is a perspective of the events that unfolded. You can see Greg is about to speak again, and Shuhei puts a hand up and says, "Did you make that promise? Or to go your separate ways?" Greg answers by saying, "I meant it at the time. Things have changed. New information has come about. Life happens, does it not, Uncle?" At this, you can see Shuhei closes his eyes and says, "I believe we've heard everything we need to. Don't you agree?" Not looking towards anyone. And you can hear from the phone that says, "I agree."
Fidget closes her eyes and waits for the worst.
Oh man.
We'll get to the results
Yeah.
of this conversation next week.
Dun dun dun.
As a question,
Mm-hmm.
from a very early hazy memory of Adrian, Is the voice on the other end of the phone one that is familiar to him?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no.
You know who I was referencing, though, so.
No.
Oh, okay. We will confer privately then.
Yeah.
Well, hell.
Well,
Hopefully we don't die.
As a last thing at the end of the session, can Adrian reach into his pocket and use the deep pockets and pull out a set of Kabufuda cards and just sit them in front of him?
ooh.
A set deck of cards.
I can't. That's
Fair
a
enough.
power move. I can't let you do that at the end of the session right here, right now.
Wait, can you say that one more time? Take out the what cards?
Kabufuda cards.
What is that?
They're like Asian gambling cards.
Ah,
That's
Sorry.
a heavy power move. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for playing. Oh shit, I forgot we have to do experience. Does anyone feel like their motivations were in conflict today?
Let me look at
I
my
felt
shit.
like I was eating today, so.
Were you eaten?
You see that again?
Let's see. I'm just asking if you were or not.
Oh no, I think it was funny because you said, "Were you eating?"
Yeah, that's what I said.
Nice. I know, but it's just funny when you use the language.
Were you eaten? Well, I can't say it. I can't say it.
It's just I'm imagining you in person saying it. It just makes me giggle.
But
I don't know. I touched on all of mine, but I don't think that I like did them, if that makes sense.
okay, let me look at your motivations again because yours are crazy.
Yeah.
Like we did the hand thing as a small scene, which is playing into some of the stuff, but it doesn't like that wasn't a oh no, and we accomplished something or.
I would say your strength is in conflict. Yeah. Because of
I mean,
that.
we're tugging on deep strings too on the emotional spectrum with how Adrian has any ties to the Yakuza at all, tangentially, but I don't know how that plays in either. If we went far enough down that line yet.
Yeah. I would also definitely say your flaw is directly reached. So you'll get 20 today. Okay, let me see. Quincy.
Easer.
Very interesting.
I would say 3 out of 4.
I can agree with your fear and your flaw. How would you argue for your other one?
More freedom. Let's see what happened. Let me try to recall. She can't really remember this was TV. Well, the freedom was just like trying to keep my weapon and just struggling with that. And my material possessions are my prime goal for a character, so I really didn't want to let go of my sword. But I did. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to you. 25 for today.
Nice.
Fidget, I'm on your sheet.
Thinking maybe strength and flaw.
Not the other two?
I don't think so, unless you are reading something that I'm not.
let me see these first. How would you argue your flaw?
Her taking charge. She's not really leaning on Grizz as much in this regard. Like, she's just like, okay, he's not here. I need to figure this out.
Okay. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, the other two don't seem quite as hard-hitting here. So, 20 today. Dorian.
I'm thinking probably flaw. I don't know about the others, maybe fear. But probably flaw.
That flaw is gonna come in so handy. Actually,
Yeah,
it's so good.
it's a good one. And really easy to roleplay out, so I'm enjoying it a lot. I didn't originally intend for him to be this skittish, but it's really fun.
I don't think I agree with the fear.
Also fine. I'm not
Right.
entirely sure how these things work contextually. Like, sometimes it feels like it's like going against it, sometimes it feels like it's going with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So,
So
like,
it just
think of
kind
it.
of
Think of like
feels
the
like this.
positive motivations. You have to conflict with them. The negative ones, like, they have to trigger. So, like,
Okay.
the more your character is in conflict, the more your motivations are going to,
Yeah.
trigger. So, for an extreme example of how not to get experience, if you're always doing something you're good at, you're not really.
Yeah, very
growing,
true.
Right. So that's
Yeah,
the
because I
example.
guess in this case, like, it's his fear. He hasn't gone into more debt yet, but, like, he's been reminded of it a lot, and it is very heavy. So, like, I'm not sure if it's like he has to, like, if, like, he had gotten himself indebted somehow. I feel like that would have probably done it, like, if you were reluctant for that, or toward that.
Okay.
But that didn't happen. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how that would work. But, yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll give it to you. So 20 for this session as well.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
And Parm,
Thanks.
always last on the list.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know. Maybe either desire or fear or both. I feel like challenging a megacorp is either him triggering his desire to protect and serve his newfound family, or it's triggering the fear because going up against a megacorp could lead to that fear. I don't... Like Toby said, I'm
Yeah, it's
just kind
it's
of getting
hard.
used to it too, so take your pick.
Yeah. I think I'd agree with the first, but the
Okay.
fear since we haven't gone to the act of it yet, this is like
Uh-huh.
we're talking about maybe doing it, but yeah, once we get if you actually do start heading up that mega corporation, I think that's when it would absolutely trigger that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be one. Your desire, I feel like, would definitely be in friction here.
Okay. So I'm not going crazy. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it would. I would
Yes.
definitely be in friction here. Like you're going into, like Adrian said, you're going to the Viper's Nest, right? You're not
Yeah.
really, you don't really know what's gonna happen in this situation, but you're just kind
Nope.
of going along with it. It's
Just gotta protect Uncle Adrian.
It's all very tentative, right? Like this is, yeah. I would definitely think that the desire actually does hit instead. So that's gonna be
Hooray.
20 as well. And that's it, everyone. Ooh, ended
Nice,
with
good
you
game.
guys having all of the story points. That's fun for me next session.
Is it?
Yeah,
What's
means
it
he gets
mean?
to do stuff.
Well, it resets, right?
yeah, it definitely resets. It also means I get to ramp it up. Yeah,
We're not. Are we still live? We're not,
yes. Technically, we're live.
Oh,
We're
okay.
wrapping up though. What's up? Did you have a question?
right? I was gonna ask questions, but I'll ask them off air.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, we can do that in just a second. Thank you everyone for joining and watching. I hope you guys had some fun. We'll be back next week with more Under the Wire, and we'll see what fucking happens to the group and Greg. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.